Jealous.
Okay, episode 75. Here we go.
Lord have mercy. Why can't I?
And we're jumping right into a battle because someone is screeching in the background. I need somebody to go to mute, if you would, please. Okay. Nope.
It ain't me.
Not yet. How about now? Yes. So whoever just did that, thank you. So, episode 75, I think, is what I just saw. And these guys just got back from the Fey Realm. And they came back right about the time they left. They were not sure how time would pass, or if time would pass at all, or if it would go backwards or forwards. In this particular case, they seem to have returned right at the time that they left. So we have Giant. Where is my eraser? There we go. Now the surrounding brambly, brushy thing that the druid created is like, it's, if I remember right, it was like 400 feet by 400 feet. So that's, we don't need to put the boundaries on this map. That will not come into play, I don't think.
I thought you said our spells didn't go off.
I did. So what we have is we have Tamark, who is supposed to join us in about 10 minutes. And we have Bart. And we have a little dog there, which we'll just leave off the map for now, unless he decides that he wants it to get involved, in which case that's up to him. We have Pykel the dwarf, and we have Shadrach. So, two things. First of all, the area that's here would be considered forest, so things will have cover for missile attacks, varying degrees of where they choose to move. If someone decides they want to hide behind a tree and fire, all you have to do is tell me you want to do that, because you can like duck out, do a thing, and then duck back in if you want. That's because you get a 5-foot step with your action. So if you want to do that, you can. So like you can be a sniper or whatever. And so that's up for you to tell me that, though. At the time being, you all are just kind of here in a haphazardly random fashion. I just kind of put you all out there. The encounter distance is officially, because for spell ranges you might want to know, is to the closest person, which would be Tamark and Shadrach. We're going to put you at 19 squares, which is equal to 100 and 19 times 5, 40, 100. Well, 20 would be 100, so 95 feet, if that matters, but 19 squares. And then just a couple squares behind them in the back would be Bart and Pykel. And then also, because in the previous gaming session I had, or several sessions or whenever it was, I had mentioned that something about sympathetic magic. And so Pykel, before we get actions, you get a voice in your head that says dying times here, and then it senses your disappointment and it asks you, would you like to use me before you kill me, or would you like me to be around for when you want to make something?
Use
Use him before you kill him. Oh, I'll use him in battle.
Okay. Then that's the shape it takes, and you get a sense that the mineral from the Fey realm is pleased, and that's not a statement I ever thought I would say. So, so now we have Tamark here, and Tamark, a battle is beginning to start, and you're just kind of randomly 19 squares or 95 feet away. There are trees in between, but they're not. It's like a forest where you can see quite a bit. It's not like filled with underbrush. Most of the leaves are up higher. I don't know if any of you guys have been in a forest recently, but it always amazes me the way a forest looks like empty, except for a bunch of tree trunks that go up in the sky. It's like, I don't know why all the lower branches seem to fall down in a regular forest, but I guess they're being eaten by bears or something. Fuck, I don't know. Anyway, that's so.
Well, I think the explanation is because everything is reaching for the sun.
Yeah, but now the trees in my yard, they're obviously not spaced as close, and I have to trim the branches back so I can mow. So I'm just assuming like somehow maybe the lower branches don't get any light and they just kind of fall off. That's what I'm guessing. Brad's shaking his head, so I assume that's correct. Okay, so anyway, that's just for those of you that haven't been in a forest. I'm just trying to paint a better picture so you can kind of imagine where the fight is. So you can imagine there's lots of leaves and downed, chunks of wood and branches and maybe a log or something that's just the way it kind of is in a regular forest. And Prince Bart has his hand up. And he leaves the call. Okay, so he probably hit the wrong button. All right, so we'll give him a couple seconds to come back. And he did say in the chat there that he was going to have to take out at about 7:30. And that's okay because I need to get out of here at like 8 o'clock because I got something I got to do. But I wanted to get the fight in. And as far as your all's like spells and all that, you're at full jam. So even if you had cast something before, it's returned. And as far as I know, you should all be at full hit points. And if you're not, then just give yourself full hit points just so we can do the easy math. Okay, so Prince Bart has something, a question or something?
Yeah, we're just... never mind. Sure, there's an action. Don't worry about it. I'll wait for him to go.
Okay. So, one other bit of complexity to this game that this game is ever changing, and not really changing, but just things that don't ever get used. So, in the attacks, there are options you can do, like block and trip and all that. If that's something that you want to do, and you want to be able to do that before your turn comes up, you got to say attack, block, or attack, disarm. Otherwise, you can only do it whenever your turn comes up or later. So it's kind of like readying an action, but you don't have to. You don't have to say exactly what your trigger would be. Obviously, if you're blocking or trying to disarm, that would be fairly obvious. But you got to say it ahead of time. That way, that'll give you the option to like block an attack that might be faster than yours. That's why you would want to say ahead of time. Otherwise, if like you're going to fight this giant, you're probably going to go before it's going to go, so it wouldn't necessarily be that important to say you're going to block during your action. But you never know. Maybe you guys roll a 10 and it rolls a 1. That's going to happen, what, a 5% chance of the time or something like that? So I've seen it happen, but it's very rare. So anyway, that's just more options that you have. So, all right. So, Dan, can you hear us? We can't hear you.
I know we lost power.
How about now?
Now we can, yes. Very good.
Oh, okay.
All right,
I
so...
said the odds in our game are probably a lot higher.
Okay, so, I guess I should show you guys the map, shouldn't I? You're probably looking at me. I'm sorry. If that helps you guys, don't hesitate to say, hey, show us the map. I don't mind switching. Okay, so we want to go to, where am I going? Here. And then I'm going to there. Okay.
Oh, that's a much better view.
Okay. So let me switch back to where I can see you guys. All right. Somebody shaving over there? What's going on? Okay.
Somebody's rattling a bag.
Yes. All right. So let's go to get out of here. And let's see how this is doing. All right, everything's good on that end. Now it is storming here, so if we lose internet or power, I apologize. We'll just do the best we can, and I'll contact you guys through the phones. But here we are. The fight's on. Now, obviously, you don't have to fight. You can try to talk to this motherfucker, but in case I haven't made it obvious, he looks pretty pissed and aggressive. So, and the thing that's great about this motherfucker is that he has a surprise that I will whip out on you all in a second. So, we're going to go with action. So let's start with Tamar.
I am going to pull my blowgun out and shoot him.
All right, so you're attacking. Okay. And then we're going to go to Shadrach.
Casting.
And then we're going to go to, well, Brad's not there, so let's go to Pykel. Casting. And then we'll go to Bart.
Yeah.
Action.
Casting.
I would guess casting. Okay. All right, so let's just start with the guy on the top left. That would be Pykel. Roll initiative, please. That's a D10. Beat an 8. A 2. All right. So, nobody's on very fast. And then we go to fast. How about some casting times for the casters? Anybody going on fast? That's 1 through 3 on your
Let me
casting
check
time.
that real quick here. I'm pretty sure mine's 5.
Pykel's got his hand up, so unless Bart, you want to go first, theoretically you can defer, but you got a 2, so theoretically you could go. Go ahead, Bart. You got a 2.
Franklin, Vendez Day. Blindness.
Oh, very good. Okay. And just in case it matters, this is the mound of rocks with the stone in it, or the egg, or whatever. Okay. And Bitame does not appear to be around you right now. She may be there, she might not be, you don't know. Okay, so you cast blindness, and I'm guessing the creature gets a saving throw. Is there any kind of negative for being a single target, or?
Okay. Saving throw negate.
And I'm guessing it's a save versus spell. Okay. All right. Let's roll a saving throw, and I'm really digging rolling out in front of everybody because I think it makes it more fun. So I know I could roll it over here, but we'll do it here. All right. So the giant with a saving throw rolls a 14. That is a success. As the wizard casts his spell, you all hear the magical tongue, and moving past you is a dark spot which envelops the giant's face just for a second as it paws it off and rips it and as it pulls the magic off its face, it dissipates off into the ground. All right, who's next? Michael, you're up.
I raise my voice.
You're cutting out real bad, Clark. Can't hear you. Clark, you're cutting out real bad.
I raise up my axe and say, "Who's that tune? Rada dum. Yes, Lena, you're give it." And he casts Compel. And I tell the giant to sleep.
Alright, first we got to do is see if it's a spell that you... Rare spell granted by the deity Torm. Okay, you need to make a religion check on a d20, please.
Alright, 14 plus number I have. B. Plus 17.
Okay. Alright. The spell goes off. The creature gets a saving throw. Rolls a 16. That is a success. Your magic flies over. It looks like waves in the air, like heat coming off the blacktop. And as it crashes into the giant, he blinks for a second before his eyes refocus on you, and he lets out a huge yell. Rah! All right. He is successful. All right, we go to anyone else on fast. That would be, well, theoretically, what's the speed of your blowgun there, Tamark? 5? Okay, so you're on average as well. Okay. So then we go to average, and unless one of you wants to go first, the other one, or we can go by speed, but you both have a 5, so...
Blow away, T-Mark.
Alright.
Are you closing, or are you staying that far away?
How far is that?
19? I'm sorry. Yeah, 19. So
Probably out of range, T-Mark.
So with a blowgun, that would be 6.
So that would be long range for me.
All right. You want to shoot from there, or do you want to move?
Well, it hasn't moved yet, has it?
No, it's not its turn.
Can I hold and wait till it gets closer before I... Or does that wait until...
No, you can always hold your action, and it drops back by a phase. That is correct.
Alright. I'll do that.
And you can also hold your movement as well. The thing you can't do is when you're readying, you're not allowed to hold your movement. So, okay. So you don't want to move though, you want to stay where you are?
Yeah, I'm going to stay and let it close.
So basically all you're doing is you're just readying your attack, and when it gets to a certain distance, you're going to attack.
Right, yeah,
And-
when it gets to a better advantage.
And
then-
what distance are you wanting it to be?
Short, which should be a range of 2, so
Okay.
that would be 6 squares.
Correct.
Is that right?
That's correct. Okay. Then you got it. So then we go to Shadrach.
Shadrach holds his hands up and says, "Father of winds, grant me your strength and your vengeance." And he blows into his hand, and you can see the trees kind of stir with the wind, and the windlash appears above me.
And knocks your camera down. All right, very good. Okay. And just to refresh my memory, didn't we establish the order on that thing?
You said it went like a whip.
No, like You cast a spell and it's out, and now you'll be able to attack with it and your time starts next round.
Next round.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So then we go to slow, and it is the creature's turn. It is considered huge, and huge goes on slow. So, as it starts to pick up speed and charge, and I would like Tamark and Shadrach, actually, nah. I would like all four of you to make charisma checks, please, and I will ask for your totals in a second. All right, we'll start with, well, he's not there, so let's start with Shadrach.
21.
And then let's go to Bart.
D20 or D3?
D20, please.
33.
Oh, okay. Tamar.
26.
All right, and last but not least, Michael.
21.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, okay.
You take 21?
Yeah. Yep. You
Up me in time.
So, that works out way weirder and better than I could have imagined. So, let's see. We got...
Come on, you dumb giant.
All right, so that's too far away, isn't it?
How tall is this guy?
He seems to shrink down to large size right in front of your eyes. And now instead of appearing like a giant, it appears like a large humanoid with 4 arms, leather pants, and like a weird kind of skirt, but I don't know what it's called. It's a thing that hangs down on your front and your back, but your legs are exposed. I don't know what that piece of cloth is called.
A jerkin.
No, a jerkin is on your chest. This goes from the waist down.
Yeah, a breech clout.
Fair enough.
Or a loincloth.
Well, no, because he's got leather pants on.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a breech clout or a jerkin.
Remember, this is the part where I can take a picture of it and show you guys.
It can even probably be called a kilt. Because a
So,
kilt can be a lot of different things.
let's use
A
the
kilt
technology
doesn't
we
have to be
have
like a thing.
and take a picture of it for you. That way you can see what I'm talking about. There you go.
Yeah.
That could be called several. I'm gonna go with breech clout on that.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so first thing it does is, like I said, it goes down a size. 2 arms become 4 arms, and like General Grievous, it start wheeling its arms, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
It still looks like a human though, right? It looks basically human.
Well, just with the picture I sent you, that's, I don't know what else to say.
I mean, that's what I'm getting from this.
Okay, so at that point, Tamark, it achieves your trigger and you fire a dart.
What the hell?
-4.
That is a hit.
-4.
That's a hit, Roldinkus.
It's just 1 point. And then he has to say versus paralyzation.
Alright, I need to get the right thing here. There it is. Alright.
What you need, Kmart, is like a blowgun with like 6 barrels. With just one big blowhole, you go.
No, like a pan flute that has a bunch of them.
I've done that before in another game. I had an assassin that did that. He played a pan flute that was loaded with darts. I've done that.
Alright. He rolls a natural 1 on his saving throw.
A natural 1! Yeah!
Alright. And then a 4, which is a failure.
Oh, this could be epic.
So what happens?
He just passes out.
Did you knock him out or paralyze him?
He goes to sleep. I think you said it was for like 1d4 rounds.
Alright.
Mind you,
He falls asleep. He runs and then it strikes him right in the jugular and somehow injects itself right into his fucking brain, and he just kind of goes and kind of tumbles,
You guys were laughing at me for using the damn thing against him.
falls forward, and then lays motionless. Okay.
So I hurry up and run over there. I pull rope out, and I'm going to start tying all his arms up, hog tied to the back of his legs, and I'm going to gag his mouth.
Is that okay? And that's all of you guys, right? You all went? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Again.
Okay. So that's what Tamark says he's going to do. What about Shadrach?
I will hold my position.
Okay. Bart.
If the giant moves or stirs, I will attack.
I pull my bow.
Okay. Pykel.
Can I pull my bow in? Look black out.
Say that again, Brad.
Can I bring out black eye and pull my bow?
Well, blackout would be an action, so you can't do that.
I just do that.
Not quite yet, but
Okay.
we'll get to that. And then Pykel, anything did you want to do?
Line up with dying time and position myself by his neck.
Wow.
All right. Okay.
Oh, man,
Uh-oh.
that was epic.
Hello. Oh, hey. Hold on, guys.
I'm just thinking, Kmart, I think this looks easier than it's going to be.
He comes to cast the spell and see if I can do an old chopperoo of his head off.
Well, we might want to question him.
I think it's.
Yeah, we didn't hear any of that. Hey, where do you live at?
North County.
I might see if I have a headphone with a mic for you to have.
I just need to go online and pick one up, tell you the truth.
See, I heard you fine there. But a lot of times you cut
I
out.
think it's the weather, man.
Are you using a computer or a phone?
Just my phone. Just where my phone likes. But anyway, I say, let's, I think he'll just turn into a giant and we'll be back in the fight again. So let's get a couple blow with, that's a natural net.
Yeah, I was going to windlash him while he was down, and I thought, oh, what a talent. Swing away, Meryl.
That's the whole round, so
That's evil. You're attacking a prone, helpless victim.
I'm attacking a giant.
There you go.
The only thing I'll say is we're not playing with alignments, but obviously if you do something that goes against what you've proclaimed your faith to be, then karma is a bitch. So
I don't think
Clark, you're breaking up. Can't understand a word you're saying.
I said
God damn it.
against the dwarves more.
It's the background music, Kyle.
Yeah, I know.
Dwarves and giants are not friends.
Hey, I'm gonna try to stop them because that is directly against my beliefs.
Hey, man.
I'm just watching what they're doing.
Okay, so what we had first is we had Tamark said he was going up to start tying up the creature. Tamark, and then Pykel was going up to cover the opponent with his axe, and Bart put his bow away and was getting ready to summon Blackout, and Shadrach was holding was waiting and then was gonna do something if he thought he needed to.
Yeah, I still got quite a few rounds of my spell, so.
Okay. So, not having heard any of the conversation you just had, the creature does not wake up, so you can tie it up as you see fit.
All right, I'm tying it up. Hey, Bart, can you guys teleport us back to Teal? There's probably a bounty on this thing.
Tila.
Oh, I could. Have I been to Teal? Have I been to Teal?
It's a giant. What kind of bounty is going to be on a giant? Let's kill this thing.
We still have. You want to teleport to Tila and leave the egg here with this thing? Who I'm sure is not.
No, we're wanting to take this with us for a bounty.
I'm pretty sure. Bart.
I thought the egg was little.
Punch myself in the eye.
The egg is little, but it still weighs the same amount.
I want to get there as soon as possible. I got to go to my own stuff then.
The giant.
Okay. Love you, and I'll see you on Friday.
All right.
All right.
I love you.
Love you too.
Pykel, just run away, man.
Hey, I can't let you kill this thing while it's... That's fucking evil as all hell, man.
It ain't evil, it's a giant. I'd be smashing your head with a rock right now if it had its choice. Kill it.
Yeah, but it's... I'm not sure it is a giant. I mean, why would it shrink itself down? This is what it really is, and it used some kind of spell to make itself larger.
You don't know what this thing is. Stand away.
Let's wait and talk to it.
Alright. Michael's gonna raise his axe.
Hey, I'm getting in front of him. I'm like, dude, I can't let you do that. That's against my moral code.
Now, just so I'm looking at this right, as I said, alignments aren't a big deal, but Pykel, you chose lawful good for your alignment, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a giant. I mean, you killed... The dwarves killed... It's...
But
Well, if all dwarfs are the same, then I guess we can go with that same logic, so yeah.
It's like that...
Remember, you're in the Republic of Sascrephonia, where everything is judged on its character, not on its race or other bullshit. So,
I'm just the old school D&D.
but you can go ahead and do whatever you want. I just don't want you to come back at me and be like, well, of course a lawful good character would murder a tied up prisoner. Why wouldn't they? That's all. Yeah, I'm not trying to tell you how to play your character. I'm just making sure you understand that your choices are your choices, and then when I react to it, no bitching. Jason has his hand up.
Yeah, I can teleport us all back to Kilo.
Go ahead, Jason.
Tamar feels wind whipping around his body. I'll say, be careful.
so you're gonna turn on friends now?
I said, be careful.
It's foolish. foolish to think we control Johnny. We get back to Tila, he can kill some more people besides us.
You think that the creature was alone?
That's why I'm saying we teleport with it. Can't we take the egg with us?
We don't have the egg.
Yeah, we do, Bart. It's back here with him.
Is it?
I mean, I think you were on the stream when I said exactly what this thing here was. It was a big mound of rocks with the egg in it, but maybe I didn't make
Okay.
myself clear.
I didn't
You
like
can't take
that.
the giant and the egg at the same time. I'm not leaving the egg. Go back to Tila. I'm staying here.
You're gonna make a lot of friends in Tila.
Coward. Bounty hunter.
What's up?
Judas.
You better get poisoned.
You're not making any sense.
Communicate with it first.
You seek a bounty. That's your first thought. A bounty.
The
Not to protect the egg. To return to Tila and collect your bounty.
the figure.
Well, the bounty would help protect the egg.
What? We're gonna cover it with money?
No, you use the money to hire more guards to help out with the large number of people who are going to be coming after us.
So we hire mercenaries to protect the egg. Brilliant.
I mean, we need numbers. At this point, we're going to need numbers to protect this thing.
From the
Numbers
woods.
will
Pause.
overrun us
Pause.
if we don't have more numbers.
Pause. Pause. From the woods, you hear. Well, that didn't work. Perhaps we should go with another strategy. And stepping out from the woods appears to be Queen Titania, but instead of her looking like a beautiful fairy winged creature entity, this one appears to be dark, with dark hair and dark wings, the cliche opposite of what the queen was described. And in her wake comes an assortment of creatures: lizard men, rock goblins, and a weird bush-looking thing. So, and when I say walks out from the side, I mean, as you all were arguing amongst yourselves, it was no issue or problem to move forward. And maybe they just appeared as well. There seems to be a lot of portal action here lately.
I love that portal action.
And that's the little shrub thing.
I reckon.
How big is the little shrub thing?
It would be considered small.
So, this looks like a dark evil version of the queen that we seen.
Yes. And she looks at the dwarf and says, "It failed me. You can do me a favor and kill it."
Well, that's not the queen we just met.
It's Faye. You never know.
No, that's not what we just left.
She says, come now, or do I have to do it myself?
Name-a-tay.
I would like,
Shit.
no, I don't want anyone to do anything other than they tell me what they're going to do at this moment. So let's start with Shadrach.
Okay, point to a rock goblin.
Oh,
I will wind lash a rock goblin.
right here. Okay.
Wind lash.
So you're going to attack. Okay. And then how about Bart?
Oh my God, see what's going on. Yeah, my bow out.
Okay. And then how about Pico?
I guess I'll move to attack.
Okay. Tamar?
I'm gonna try to use. I'm gonna pull my blowgun and try to use that thing for cover.
Okay, that would just be on your movement, so you don't... Okay. Roll initiative, and this time we'll go over to Shadrach. Beat a 1.
Well, I rolled a 2.
All right.
So,
My side is sped up a phase. All right. The Dark Queen puts her hands out, points at her creatures. Portals open in front of them. On their turn, they go into the portals, and the portals open up right in front of certain individuals, and they are attacked. So the rock goblin goes to Eichel. The shrub goes to Tamar. And what was the other thing?
2 rock goblins.
Yeah, there's 2 rock goblins.
You said 2 rock goblins in the shrub.
No. We'll have to switch up then with this dude here. Okay. Appears in front of that thing. And the first thing is the shrub attacks Tamar with a breath weapon. Say versus breath weapon.
Holy crap.
Hey, I made it. I got a 17. I need a 12.
All right. It's like its leaves blew out at your face, and you were like, "Dang, dang, dang, dang." You blocked them away.
Tell you this, Scubby.
Yeah, I shrugged it off, huh?
Oh, gain a hit point.
Yes. You get 2 temporary hit points for each of the eye pokes you just blocked. Okay. And then
A rubbery.
the other rock goblin on Pikel. Rolls a 2 and misses horribly as it just reaches out. And then the other rock goblin does a coup de grace on this creature here and slices its throat. Except for it misses by rolling a natural 1. Okay, it's going to be one of those games. Huh? All right. So it misses. It digs its fist down into the ground, and you see it go as it tries to pull its fist out of the ground. Okay. We then go to fast. So who's on fast? Nobody? All right. We go to average.
I don't know. It's like a regular battle axe.
Goes on average.
And I guess I'm on average.
All right, go. Roll an attack.
12. It's a... I'm at that goal.
Well, Pike,
I get any bonus down on that, but well, let's say there we go.
Did you say you rolled a 12?
Yeah.
Okay, it's that go minus your dice roll, so you hit an armor class of 4. However, where you think that you certainly would have missed, the dying time slightly pushes your strike into the rock goblin, so you hit. Roll damage.
Alright. D8 still?
Yep.
Alright. 7.
You're amazed by the damage that this thing does because you feel like it did more damage than what it should have.
did you hit the one that missed the killing stroke?
No, he aimed at the one in front of him.
Okay.
Okay, and then we go to the Windlash.
Wait, you said average.
Or you can go if you want.
So, if I drop my blowgun and pull out my 2 swords, does that send me back a phase, or does that... So, I'm going to do that.
Okay. What weapons are you pulling out?
My short swords.
All right. Roll to hit. Roll an attack.
Oh, so... 14... And, so that's AC of 0.
Oh, you hit. Roll damage.
6. 6 points.
All right. You slice a limb off the shrub, and you hear it go ah! Like the goats on Thor: Love and Thunder.
Okay. That's AC of 0 again. And 4 points this time.
Ah! All right. Leaves fly as Tamark begins making a chef salad.
I thought I was pruning. I thought I was turning it into a bonsai tree.
All right, and then we go to Shadrach.
I'm going to windlash the stone goblin that missed its coup de grace.
Roll an attack.
I rolled a 17, so I get a -1.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
18 points of damage. And he has to save or get knocked down.
All right. Well, when your windlash flies at it, you just hear a crack, and the rock goblin kind of like cracks apart and falls on the ground in pieces, and it is defeated. All right.
Good old windlash.
Bart, you want to shoot at somebody?
Yeah, I want to shoot the queen.
Okay. I'm going to guess you're within short range, but I just want to double check
Okay.
to tell you how many missile squares you are away. Okay, so that's 7. So what is the range on your bow?
Oh,
If you don't know, I can look it up for you.
I got a short bow.
You're still within short range there. It's a 10.
Okay.
So roll an attack, please.
Yep. 18, 19 points. I hit. I think
Yeah, you hit. Roll damage. That's a D6, please.
oh shit. Come. 10, 20, 4, 6,
Damn. Kill.
36. Poison damage.
Was this one of your flame arrows or something?
Yes, it was a flame arrow.
Okay, so she needs to save. Okay. The arrow strikes. It goes, and as you see the flames engulf her side, they extinguish as if the magic was negated by some ability she may have.
I figured.
So how much damage did the arrow do?
4.
All right. She laughs. Did you really think your pathetic magic could have that sort of effect on me? Oh, wizened prince, please don't waste your time attacking me. If you want to attack something, attack that which has been reborn. And with that, the giant gets up, apparently having returned from its previous form.
Almost like we should have cut its head off.
Back you up, man.
Before we do certain circumstances.
This
All
is
right.
World War II, man. We gotta firebomb these people.
Yeah, that was really great the way all those Jews died. Oh, I said sarcastically, not meaning that, by the way, for all one person that's not watching. Okay.
You get canceled.
My point being, obviously, war sucks and it's stupid. So there you go. All right. Okay. So that is everybody.
Nope. I have one attack left still.
Okay, sure.
Oh, yeah, it was dark.
Cheater.
Cheater. An AC of 2.
Well, that's a hit. Roll Dinkus.
4 more points.
You notice that as you use a short sword to slice into the shrubbery, you're not really doing as much damage as you might do against a creature with a more solid mass body type.
Okay.
Apparently the stabbing and slashing isn't that great against a shrub. Okay.
You need a haddock.
All right. Next round, unless somebody would like to move, and theoretically all of you could take a half move, although those of you engaged would probably suffer an attack of opportunity. So we can go to Shadrach.
I'll take a half move back.
Like straight back? You want to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight back.
Straight back it is. Bloop. Oh, that's the wrong person.
Just a half move.
There you go. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you want to go, Bart?
3 attack.
Okay. And the reason you're allowed to do that is because you only took 1 bow shot.
Right.
Okay. Next round, actions. And we'll go with who's closest like we always do. Michael, action. Michael, action. Okay. Tamar.
Attack.
Bart.
Attacking. Right now, I'm calling right now.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, all I heard was I'm calling something.
Blackout.
Okay, using a magic item. Very good. Okay. And Shadrach.
If I cast another spell, is Windlash gone?
I don't think in 2nd edition that's... unless the spell description says you have to concentrate on it, so let me look it up. But 2nd edition had a lot less of the concentration bullshit.
Windlash really doesn't say I have to concentrate unless it only I lose a round if I change targets. So, how many rounds have passed since I cast?
Since you cast, 2.
Yeah, well, how many rounds have passed since I'm able to use it?
1.
Okay. Just let me know if I can keep the Windlash and cast another spell.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to be strategic here.
If this, okay, it says specifically, if the spell caster casts another spell while the spell is still in effect, the Windlash dissipates immediately. A Windlash wielder can employ magical items simultaneously with a lash if they can be wielded with one hand. And you need to roll a religion check anyway to see if your spell will even work.
I shall do so. I got a pretty good religion roll here. Let's see.
Because this spell is granted by
my
Talos,
religion is 18.
Talos the
Lord.
Destroyer of the Northern Realms. So,
Well, I've cast Windlash many times, but yeah. That if I can't cast another spell with Windlash, just say so and I won't do it. So I rolled a 30 total.
okay, that's so no issues. All right. So, to answer your question, you heard my description, right?
So I can't cast another spell without dispersing the Windlash.
That is correct.
I will maintain the Windlash for now.
All right. So the target that you chose is gone. You'll have to spend a round switching targets.
That's correct.
Okay. You don't have to say what your target is yet. Well, actually, in this case you do because it says specifically about switching targets. So what are you switching it to?
My target is the shrubbery. On Tamar.
Okay. So, is that everybody? I think it is. So we would go to... That was the first round? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird. How come I rolled an 8? Oh, that's because it was a whole different thing. Okay. All right, so round 2, Tamar, roll initiative. Beat an 8 again.
Well, what do you think just happened, Cobb?
You rolled an 8.
Yes.
All right. Uh-oh.
See the monkey?
Monkey!
Monkey!
Stupidest fucking thing everyone loves. Amazing. All right, roll a d20, please, Tamar. I got a 17.
Hey,
All right, happens to The bad guys, a 7. Okay. All right, so, well, that's fair. Okay. I would like Pykel and Tamar to roll d20s. Tell me what you got.
3.
So whoever rolled the highest, you get a free attack on your opponent.
Oh, that'd be me. Unfortunately, I'd rather it been him.
Well, roll an
All
attack.
right.
Roll an attack.
Alright, so I was going to attack the giant this round and ignore the bush.
You always ignore the bush.
So that is an AC of 2. Does that hit the giant?
Alright.
Okay.
AC of 2 hit?
So you are threatened by 2 creatures, a giant and a shrub.
Right. I'm ignoring the shrub and I'm attacking the giant.
So when you ignore the shrub, it gets an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay.
So save versus breath weapon.
Oh, that, yeah, 18, so that had to make it. Yeah.
All right. Once again, leaves kind of flow out in front of you, and you kind of smack them out of the way before you swing at the giant, and you hit an armor class of what?
2.
That is a hit. This is considered large, if it matters.
Oh, okay. Well, that does matter, I think. That changes the dice, yeah. 8.
8 points of damage. All right. And now we go to initiative order. So, on fast, the small shrub goes first. And
Wait, isn't it simultaneous?
it is small.
Okay.
So
I
it,
have a 3, so doesn't that go on fast?
it does, but the small creature with normal with things goes on 1, just like if you were punching someone. So, the shrub moves into your square, or tries to. That hits an armor class of 6, but you do not get any armor.
Hold on. I remember I had that cloak. So I would have an AC of 8 plus the cloak.
Okay. Well, so as the shrub moves in, the cloak kind of moves and goes to kind of cover you, but the shrub is quick enough to get under and kind of going in between your legs. Now it is a simple strength check, you versus a shrub. If you fail, you are knocked down by this shrub. Roll a d20 and add your strength.
Oh, that's good. 15. 31.
All right, yeah, you easily overpower the small shrub with no issue. You just kind of move like you would move from a cat that's trying to walk in between your legs. You're just like, get out of here. Okay. And then we go to you and the rock goblin are simultaneous, but you're not on the same target, so you can go ahead and go first if you'd like. Are you attacking? Are you attacking? Oh, the giant again? Okay.
Yes.
So you're getting the giant's attention. Very good.
AC is 0.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
9.
All right. Offhand.
Offhand. Damn it, almost a 20. So 19, negative 5.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
7.
All right. You are slicing and dicing on this giant, and it's like swinging down, trying to get you, and you're moving out of the way and just slicing its arm and its knee. Ah! All right. Then we go to the rock goblin on Pykel. And that hits an armor class of 11. That's a miss. And that time actually armor class of -3.
Yeah, they hit.
Okay.
It's a fast little goblin then.
It is. You take
The
7.
last time we fought him.
You take 7 points of damage, Pykel, and you do need to save versus paralyzation, or you are knocked down.
Stop it.
I'm good all day.
Stop.
Okay. And okay. Now the Dark Queen is casting another spell. And you hear her say, to no one in particular, she raises her hands to the sky, dark energy being pulled from the ground as she says, I need more. I need more. Come to me, my children. And once again, portals open all around. You are well within the area of effect, and appearing back here in front of Bart and Shadrach are two, they look like humans, but they also look like they're shadows of humans that are somehow in 3 dimensions. And they do not have enough detail to make out any features other than they are humanoid. They have legs and arms. One of them appears to be female shaped, the one that's on Bart, and one that appears to be male shaped that's on Shadrach. And they step out of the portals and they will go and attack you both.
Attack of opportunity!
That would be nice, but they are moving into your threat, not away from.
Boom!
So, the one on Bart. Oh, it rolls a 2 and misses horribly with its shadowy arms. The one on Shadrach rolls an 18. That hits an armor class of -6.
Yeah, you hit me, just roll the damage.
All right, now your spell is already up, so it doesn't disrupt it, and it doesn't mean you can't redirect. Your turn is still doing what you said you wanted to do. And these are not strong enough to cause a knockdown chance on a man-sized creature, but there is a side effect, unfortunately. So, where's D2? Shadrach, you take 1 point of damage. However, you need to save versus spells, please. And unfortunately, there is no magical attack adjustment on this one. It's just a straight meet it or beat it.
Straight up? Okay, hang on, let me check real quick. I got this pulled up. Hang on.
And the Dark Queen's laughter from behind. I look like Mira Sorvino. Oh.
Well, that was kind of weird.
I was trying to be weird. It's difficult to play something.
Oh, I rolled an 18. If I'm saving versus spells, I made it.
You are, yes. When the thing like reaches out and puts its fingers lightly against your throat, just above the armor, you feel a darkness start to like pull out of yourself, and you shrug it off just before the effects, whatever they were, take hold. That was close. Okay. And now we go to, let's see. It would be, Bart or Pikel, whoever wants to go.
Go ahead, Bart.
I just about my armor.
Oh yeah, so what do you do to call forth the power of the armor?
Say armor, initiative comes forth to take care of our problems.
Okay, and as if fighting shadows with shadows, the shadows from the black armor form into a shadowy version, and much smaller, of Blackout. And on what square would you like the thing to appear? And I'll just kind of...
Like in front of me, between me and the fucking giant creature, and...
Like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
Very good. And you want it to face any particular thing?
It's a shadow, so right now.
Okay. All right.
The shadow's on me.
Excellent.
Okay, that just happened. As and you hear the Dark Queen say, "Ooh, I love it."
Got
Okay.
something for you, lady.
Okay. And then we go to Pikel.
Alright. I guess I'll attack the rock goblin. Where am I, by the way? Point to me on the map. Alright.
You're like under the giant's hand here. But it seems to be like focused in on Tamark. You're just kind of underneath it in its shade. All right.
Hit armor class 2.
Armor class 2. Okay. You think that you would have missed, but the power of dying time once again pulls it towards the rock goblin, and it strikes. And you're starting to get an idea of the power of this thing that you asked for. Roll Dinkus.
Oh, it's a damage 8 too.
Okay. You bring dying time down, and it strikes the rock goblin, and it just, once again, you hear a crack, and the sound of stones falling on the ground with thuds, do-do-doosh, and the rock goblin is destroyed. All right. I think that's all of you. Nope.
Nope.
Baymark gets a second attack.
Alright, I'm going to do a cold shot on its ankle.
Okay, hold on. So this is on average, and then if you're going to do a called shot, you drop back to slow.
Okay.
Achilles tendon.
If you're gonna attack, heal.
So this is simultaneous, you and the monster. So you can go ahead and roll the hit.
So it's -4 for a cold shot?
It is.
Alright, so that's an AC of 3.
That's a hit.
Yes. Not sure that was going to make it.
So roll to hit again.
You're attacking a giant?
20!
Okay, explode.
7, so, do I have my
Okay. Okay, so before we get to what you accomplished, it is going to attempt to strike you with its two powerful fists. First attack. Hits an armor class of -14.
Yeah, I'm sure that is. Yeah, I'm sure that is. Unless if my cloak somehow is, made by God.
-14. You hit Zeus.
You take 12 points of damage, and you need to save versus paralyzation or be knocked down.
-14. Jesus Christ.
Does a tie make it?
Yeah.
Okay, I made it.
All right. And with its other powerful fist.
You said I took 12 points of damage?
I think
or was
so.
it 11?
I thought it was 12, yeah.
Okay.
Holy shit.
I did.
Okay. On its second attack, it misses you and it strikes into the ground, and you hear it go, "Ugh!" as its hand kind of goes crank, and it's like, "Oh!" Okay. So when you chop into its ankle, you
Did I roll for damage?
hold on.
Okay there, Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah, the number of dice I heard rolling there fucking was pretty scary.
Every time Cobb rolls, he rolls like a bunch of shit. And it's like a bunch of D6s and the one roll he really needs.
Okay. So, Tamark, roll your weapon damage.
But he's right, Cobb. Every time you roll, it sounds like
That
there's
is
10
6.
dice rolling.
And then, do you add anything to that?
It just gives me a die 8 plus 1 for my strength, so I already added that in.
Okay. So, triple that. Makes
Oh,
it
dang.
18, right?
Yep.
All right. All right. So as it hits you and then missed you and hurt its wrist, you also slice into its ankle. You know that you bite deep and you slice and you see a tendon shred across its ankle bone, and blood sprays out. Not because there's a huge vein there, but just because the wound is such a slice all the way across. And you can see that it is now limping, and that was from a critical wound. So with it limping, it's like having a hard time even standing because its foot is so fucked up. That may have an effect on, like, maybe its movement, or possibly like how much it can carry, even though it's not carrying anything other than its own weight at this point. But still, the 18 points of damage was a mighty slice from a short sword. So, well done. Okay. And then, I think that's everyone.
Didn't you? Oh, he couldn't attack with his whiplash this round, right?
No, I changed targets.
Right. I just wanted to make sure you weren't getting
Okay.
No, I'm him. Believe me.
So I have one last thing to check, and that's to see if
Oh my god, what?
you might get another attack of opportunity for once again ignoring the creature that's threatening you. Of course, they're both threatening you, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's only one per thing anyway, though, which would be nice.
I like one per thing.
Yeah, okay. I can't make more than one attack of opportunity against a single opponent in the course of... Okay, so they already took it, so it's done. Okay, so that is the end of round 2. Are everybody clear on your status here?
Yeah.
Okay, I see a bunch of nods. Okay, so at the end of the round, everyone can move if they want, although you're all threatened now, so you would be subjected to an attack. So I see Tamark has his hand up.
So, this round, since we're on both sides of him and he no longer has an opponent, do we get a bonus then? Since we're flanking him?
Well, in second edition, you get a flank if you attack from a side square. It has nothing to do with having someone else on the opposite side like 5th edition.
Oh, okay.
And
so,
you are technically still in one of the giant's front squares as well as the shrub.
okay.
The shrub's not dead yet?
No.
I haven't attacked it because the giant is the scary thing.
Okay. And then Shadrach had his hand up.
If I shape shift, can I attack in the same round?
No.
Man.
That is an action.
Okay, I'll stick with what I'm doing.
So no movement from anyone. Okay. So the Dark Queen says, "You fool! Don't waste time on them. Get the egg." The giant's just like, "Ugh, my ankle."
Oh, yeah, that was the right move! Oh, yeah!
Okay.
I carried the fucking egg.
We go to round 3. Let me make sure we're still good on everything here.
Oh, that was awesome, man. That just happened to work out great.
Okay.
The shrubbery's still there, right?
Yeah, I'm more scared of the giant than the shrub.
Well, I get that, but I'm about to put that shrubbery in the ground.
All right.
just
So
hang on.
let's switch it up. Tamark, action.
Attack.
Pykel.
Back.
Blackout.
Attack.
Bart.
Attack.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bart over here. Shadrach.
Wind splashing the shrub.
All right. Roll initiative. Bart.
Come on, baby.
Roll a d10.
See a 1 and no 0.
Speed of 4.
Ooh.
All right. Sound like you said 2. All right. So,
Yeah.
anyone on fast?
Is 3's fast?
3 is fast.
Alright. Primary attack.
What are
What
you?
cigarette you smoking, Bart?
What are you attacking?
The giant.
All right. So as you ignore the shrub, it gets an attack of opportunity on you. Once again, it's going to try to fuck you up. So it moves into your square. Nope, can't even do that. It fucking tries to move towards you. You just take your leg and you go doop, doop, and kick out. And you hear it. It goes ah. Okay. And now you roll to hit.
18. That is a -4.
That is a hit. Roll Dinkus.
6 points.
Offhand.
-2.
That's a hit. Roll Dinkus.
9. Ooh, max damage.
Tamark is slicing and dicing this big motherfucker. All right. Then we go to Bart. What are you attacking with?
Bow. Blackout's attacking with a bite.
Okay. Didn't I? Isn't there something on your? Do you have the information?
Second.
when does Blackout go?
I don't know, it's a natural weapon, so
All right, let me look. I probably wrote it down. Hold on. Hold on.
hold on, wait a minute.
Hey, I'll be right back.
The assholes off of us, Bart.
Huh?
We need to get these assholes that are on top of us off of us.
I'm gonna get
Yeah, I'm about to change up. After I whiplash this bush, I'm gonna change up.
Yes? You hungry?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be down in a minute.
Cheese pizza.
Okay, I'll be down in a minute. Let me just...
Cheese pizza was.
Okay.
Hey, it's been a productive half hour.
I'm saying, this has been some action. You want to take a break after this round, Cobb?
Well, let's just do it now then, because so I can make him his pizza. That's fine.
No, I'm saying after this round, yeah.
Let me go hook him up, and then I'll be right back up.
but
Okay. Well,
I'm thinking diet time has a +3 at least.
well, I wouldn't worry about that. Just go with it. just go with it, and after we can settle down, because I got a magic item around my neck, I have no idea what the hell it does.
How soon is it?
I'll ask, since Cobb is off now, I'll ask for some recommendation. I can either cast a wall of fire around the evil queen or around the egg. What's the preference?
on the egg.
Yeah, everything.
All right, then my first thing is I'm going to do, I'm going to shape Chips into a bear and just lay into this dude in front of me.
Well,
So,
fire first.
but he might disrupt my spell attacking me.
Like I said, just
I don't think that me and Bart, I think the people that are attacking me and Bart are probably tough. And I think if I try to cast anything, they're going to break it up, but they can't stop me from shape-changing into a bear. So, but, yeah, that's what I wanted to know. I was really, my original plan was to put a wall of fire around the queen, but she could probably, but it would, if anything, it would take her time away, but the egg, I agree with that, but first, I gotta deal with this dude in front of me.
yeah,
Did you try whiplashing the shrubbery?
Yes, I'm gonna whiplash the shrubbery next round, and then the round after that, I'm gonna shapeshift.
You should be able to attack this round.
Well, I just
If I know that if I try to cast a spell, I'm easy to hit. I can take the damage, but I'm easy to hit.
Right. But you should be able to attack this round. So
Yeah, I'm gonna get the windlash on the shrub this round. Next round, I'm gonna shapeshift and attack the dude in front of me. I don't think the egg is in danger right now. You're chopping the crap out of the giant.
yeah, I can't believe I fucking got that fucking against the foot.
And I don't think that the evil queen can pick the egg up by herself. She'll have to move to it. And there's like I said, all four of us can jump on her at once. That's why I want to shape into a bear. She can't do anything I'm a bear. All she can do is take my hit. She can't stop me from being a bear. I'm not magical. It's just straight up blah. I get 3 attacks. I might even bear hug the bitch. So
I mean, I thought when I was hitting its foot that maybe it might hurt its armor class some. And
No, I think we've lucked out, and that's why. Well, I destroyed a stone goblin with one smack. I think I'm going to kill the shrub. I think
I'm hoping.
if I can hit the shrub, I'll kill it. I'm pretty sure. We'll see.
Hey, Brad, what's that called? That blackout armor? Didn't that have a name?
I just named it the armor of Onyxius.
Oh, but when I wrote it up,
We didn't put a name on it. It was blackout armor, is what we said.
yeah, I think I put.
It was scaled. It was scaled.
Yeah, it was just it's scale armor.
Hold on, I'll figure it out.
Alright, I gotta get something. I'll be right back.
I don't know if I
What
get
are you
to-
doing, Brad? It's like you got a mosquito net. What are you doing?
Huh?
What is that thing you're waving around?
It's a knife.
Oh, it's a blade. I see now. Yeah. That's a chopper, sir.
You sure?
There it is. Okay, let me see this. Oh, nope, not there, huh?
I brought up a chopper to chop off your head.
Figured since I said Nick Brad got him to Nick one.
Very nice. Oh, that's a chopper, Brad. Yeah, that'll take off somebody's arm. It's right below the elbow. Woo!
As long as my forearm.
Very nice. I like that little spike.
It rolls really well,
I mean,
too.
It's really not functional, but it looks nice.
It's functional as a camp knife, really.
You don't want, well, I mean, you don't want to get that stuck in somebody because it'll just snag. You don't want snags in your chopper.
Yeah.
That's what it said in World War I. You don't want to put teeth in your bayonet because it gets stuck.
That must be insane.
You want them to slide right out. Yeah.
You want in and out, man. In and out. Real quick. Clean.
Teeth get snagged. They snag on the guts and the muscles.
Yep.
But just saying. It looks nice. No, it looks nice, and that's cool. You made a hatchet lately?
No, haven't done one in a
You
while.
need to make a nice big old. You need to make a hatchet, man.
I got a throwing axe every day.
I think you showed me a picture of that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
Pretty good beard on it.
I mean, if I was gonna go off camping in the Northwest, I wanted something that can like chop a bear.
Well, that's gonna do it.
Or a cougar. I mean, the only things I'm worried about are cougars, bears, and snakes. I can handle a snake, but a bear and a cougar, I'm not sure.
Right.
That's what guns are for.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're going to go camping in the Northwest, your two biggest things to worry about are bears and snakes.
Yeah.
So
Give me a cold 500, we're straight.
maybe a Sasquatch. I don't think a Sasquatch is going to kill you, but then you never know.
You know, it's illegal to kill a Sasquatch, right?
It is, but you'll be famous.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of stupid.
I'll take the jail time to kill Sasquatch. I'll take it.
The proof is real.
Because a lawyer, a famous lawyer will back me up and I'll be like, hey, I killed Sasquatch. I don't want to kill Sasquatch. I don't. I'd just rather see one and like hand it an apple. And then piss my pants and die of a heart attack. So all my years in the woods in Missouri, never saw Momo. Never a hint of Momo. So, but in Florida, I've seen some crazy shit. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, it's Florida. They literally have Florida man because there's.
Well, Dan, I went out with this guy one time. I was gonna get some skulls from him, some pig skulls and cow skulls, to make some art. And we were in like a Jeep with his dad and his grandpa, and it was sundown, and we were going out, and they were like, hey, we gotta get some of these cows, because these cows are dumb, and they get stuck on these little islands out of the swamp. So, we went out there, and like I said, the sun's going down, and there was like these two things on the hump of land, and we're looking at them, and they stood up on two legs and walked away. And I about shit my pants, dude. And they were like, they were freaking out. They were like pale and sweaty. I was like, what did I just see? And the guy said to me, don't ever tell where we live and what you just saw. So, I think I saw the skunk ape. I don't know, because like I said, I saw a thing. I can't identify what I saw, but it was not a cow, because it got up on two legs and walked away, and there was two of them. And one of them, and it wasn't like a gigantic, 10-foot tall thing. It was a man-sized thing. And all I gotta say is, if you're a man and you're an idiot walking off into the swamp at sundown in Florida, you're an idiot.
Hey, there are people that live in the swamp.
I don't think what I saw was people, because it was like an orangutan, but it had human legs, dude.
Oh,
it was weird.
I'm not
I'm just
saying
gonna leave it at that. Nobody, you don't have to believe me. That's my Bigfoot experience. And it wasn't Bigfoot, it was a skunk ape. It's a different thing.
I believe you.
So when I was 18, I went down with a friend to visit some family members in the Bayou, Louisiana. And those people that live in the bayou out in those swamps and shit are some scary motherfuckers.
Well, were you around Honey Island?
I don't know what it was called. We got
Honey Island. There's a creature that lives in Honey Island. I'm very deep into Bigfoot, and I'm very skeptical of most stuff that I see, but I saw my own thing, and there it is. And I mean, you don't have to believe me. I'm not sure what I saw. I cannot say that I saw Bigfoot, but I saw two upright creatures walking off into the swamp in the middle of this dude's cow farm. It wasn't like there would be people living out there, and they hesitated to shoot them. And if they were going to punk me, they punked me really good. But for what? I don't, because they told me, don't you dare tell what you saw. Don't say where we were. Because I can tell you the address. I know exactly where it was. But I have honored their wishes. I will not say where I saw it, but I know what I saw. They were armed. They had shotguns and pistols, and they were really one of the people in the car, the Jeep. He reached for his gun, and the old man, the grandpa, said, "Don't do it." And I was like, "What have I just seen? Is this a joke?" And they drove back as fast as they could, back to where they lived. And like, "Don't you tell anybody where you saw this." And I was like, "Okay." And it was weird. It was weird. I don't know what I saw. All I saw was, like I said, two upright creatures, man-sized, roughly, not gigantic, like 10-foot tall. No, they were people-sized. I thought they were supposed to be cows, and they were not. And they were dark-colored. They were black. They walked away casually. Like I said, if these were people, they were risking their lives. If they were punking me, then they were setting this up for hours in advance, because it took us like 2 hours to get to this place. It was really weird, and I could see the fear and the emotions in these people, because these were what I would call common people, not the kind of people that, simple people. They raised cows and pigs. That's what they did. And they were like, "Don't you dare tell where you saw this." Like, okay. So and I mean, of all the places to see it, bumfuck Florida.
Well, that's just something you can get internet down there because you're in trouble.
I mean, I know where it was. I could point to it on a map and say, this is where it was. It was a huge cattle ranch. And
So we just need to look at a huge cattle ranch in Florida, and now we know where to look.
Well, good luck, because there's a bunch of huge cattle ranches in Florida. That's why they call them crackers down here. They crack the whips over the cows, not the slaves. It was cows. Back before during the Civil War and up until the late 1800s, the only thing in Florida was cattle, and that's where the word crackers come from, because they crack the whip over the cattle. I worked in a historical library for a while. I know. I read this stuff. And I was like, what the hell? Yeah, that's what a cracker is. You call it a cracker because until they brought oranges and stuff to Florida, it was just cows. And then the first time they brought oranges and stuff to Florida, they had a blight, and it wiped out a whole bunch of people as far as like their crops, and then they had to do it twice. So yeah, Florida's got a weird history as far as, and Florida's really a shit state. There's nothing here. Oranges and cows, that's about it. And
old people.
Well, that too, yeah. The Florida state bird is a vulture.
And Cubans. There's a lot of Cubans in Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Well, not really a lot. They're concentrated because most of the concentration is like in Orlando, Miami, and then North Florida is not really heavily concentrated. You got Daytona, you got stuff like that, but really the concentration in Florida is Orlando and Miami, maybe Tampa.
Hey,
but the rest
the other DM's back, right? Or was. Oh, he disappeared again.
Hey, Cobb.
and I live next to a swamp, and I live in Orlando, and I live next to a goddamn swamp. So there's my Bigfoot story, and I'm sticking to it.
I thought it wasn't Bigfoot. I thought it was Skunk Ape.
Well, people just say Bigfoot generically. So there.
Same thing. They're smaller because they live in Lowlands, Mark. Think your Sasquatch had the big take on bears.
Well, they got to take on gators.
Yeah, but you know, I think big take on gators. You gotta be fast.
Say that there's at least 3 or 4 different kinds of North American apes, as they call them.
Yeah.
Sasquatch and the skunk ape are completely different things. The skunk ape is more like a real ape,
Well, what's a fucking
like,
Mothman?
kind of like an orangutan, and I believe that. I don't think it's like some weird Neanderthal man. I think it's just like some ape, and there's not very many of them, and they're probably almost extinct. I believe that.
It's probably right around there.
But I remember the Momo stories in Missouri because I was terrified.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, I live out in the woods, and this is where Momo lived.
What city was that the story of Momo started?
Momo was like north of, it's like around, I want to say,
Hell.
I just can't remember the town that...
Carthage. It's up around Carthage. It's up
Yeah.
North Missouri. Yeah. But nonetheless, where we live, you know, Jefferson County's got a lot of woods and hills there, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when I was growing up, there was only like a couple thousand people fucking in Hot Springs. I mean...
I know. Well, that's the same thing with Festus. I mean, outside of the city of Festus, it was all hills. Between, I mean, because I used to drive out to your house there, Brad.
Yeah.
Between me and your house, it was like country.
Yeah. They still live in the same house off of Maryland.
I mean, that's the first place in Missouri I saw big water birds. Was driving out to your house, from my house in Fenton. There's like a little river down there, and it's like I saw a big old heron, and you never see that shit in Missouri unless you go deep in the bottoms.
Yeah, we have bald eagles out here now too.
Well, yeah, I used to go. Me and my friend Harlan, we went up to the lock. We went up to the locks of the Missouri River, and there was a shitload of bald eagles up there.
Right, but
Just
you
a
know,
mile of them.
they come out the riverways now. I've seen 3 or 4 bald eagles that are actually living in the area.
That's pretty cool.
They made up along Alton all the time.
I mean, they're in Missouri. There's no doubt to me that there's bald eagles in Missouri because they don't live in hot areas. They live in temperate areas. And Missouri is definitely temperate. I get that. Now, what I want to know is, have you ever seen an osprey up there?
Osprey, no.
See, they pretty much stick to the ocean, the water, like the salt water.
No, white crane.
Yep. Now that's what I saw. I saw the thing that I saw one time driving out to your house. It was during the day, and I can show you the highway. I went the highway, but it was like a blue heron, and I swear to God, it was a blue heron.
All right, we ready to go? All right.
Alright.
Okay, so Brad,
Nature talking over.
unless you can find the write-up that I already gave you,
Is AC 0, 60 hit points.
oh, you got it? Okay.
Movement fly 12. See. Guy has the best weapon 3-foot cone, 2d6.
All right.
1d6 for
Probably 2 claw attacks.
yeah, and I guess bites 10.
Does it get a claw and a bite, the tail?
I don't know what tail, what are you talking about tail?
Probably
No
2
wing
claws.
buffet?
It either gets melee attacks or a breath weapon attack.
Right.
Okay. All right. So, I already forgot what your actions were. So, if I remember correctly, everyone's attacking.
And he's going after the shadow in front of me.
So I already did my attacks, and then for fast.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't gone yet. I go on slow.
I got 3 by call, right?
Well, you can do it however you want. You just got to say which one's the bite.
Alright, bites first. 14. I didn't see what Shackle says. The tackle's my tackle, isn't it?
What do you... Well, first of all, it goes on average, I think.
Alright.
And what are you having it... So we haven't gotten there yet. So we're still on fast.
Alright.
And you guys want initiative. So...
I already took my 2 attacks on fast.
Right. Okay.
So then we were going to average, and we were doing the shadow first.
Okay, so on the loser's side, of fast, it's the 2, for lack of a better term, shadows attacking Bart and Shadrach. So,
Alright.
first, we'll go with on Bart. Horrible miss, not even close. Armor class of 11. Shadrach.
He's going to roll a 20 for the shag. You know he's going to do it.
Shadrach, armor class of 4.
That hits.
All right.
Needs him up.
You take 1 point of damage and save versus spells, please.
Come on.
You said spells?
I did.
Alright, hang on. Alright. I rolled a tie. Is that save?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. And then the shrub, once again, is going to try to...
I said I rolled a 12, so I tied.
Yeah.
So, okay.
All right, the shrub on Tamar. Should have already gone, but oh well, my bad.
No, the shrub did its attack of opportunity on
Yeah.
me already.
Natural 20.
Oh, man.
So first of all, we need to see if it goes right to the. So we explode, and that hits an armor class of 1.
I don't know. I have a 6 plus a cloak, so I don't know
Okay.
what the cloak
So
is.
that is a success. So.
If you got a +5 cloak, man, that's pretty tough.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah. I mean, a queen gave it to me, a fairy queen, so.
+5 cloak, dude. Damn. I want one of them.
That's a living hook, spawn hook.
okay. All right. Roll a strength check, please, Tamar. So it gets tangled up in your legs.
So 19 plus 16 is what? 35?
Oh yeah, no problem. You once again get it out of the way. Get out of here. So even
I
with
wasn't sure with that 20. if that
even
was
with its
fucking-
natural 20, it still couldn't get you. Okay. And
Oh.
then okay. Now we go.
Slow?
You're on average.
No, it's still on
The,
average. We're still on average.
No, it was the loser side of fast. The shadow went and the
Okay.
and the shrub went.
My bad.
And the queen, I would like all of you to make perception checks, please.
That's a 30.
That's a D30 plus your intelligence. And I will call out for numbers. We'll start with Bart.
I got a 17 plus 18.
That's 35. Shadrach.
32.
Tamar.
35.
And Pykel.
5 on my 6 and a 7 on my 10.
All right. So she makes a big production. Apparently, everyone notices. She says, "I'll be back with me times 4, and then we'll settle our deathly score." Then a portal opens up in front of her, and she steps through. Zip.
Bitch.
Well,
All right. Now we go to the winner side of average. So that would be Blackout and Pykel and Shadrach and
And Tamar.
okay.
me,
So who would like to go first?
Doesn't matter. Chris, are you go first, Mark? Or Tamar?
Go, Pykel. Are you attacking the giant?
Pass. 3, 1, or class 2 on the giant.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Armor class 2 on the giant.
Armor class 2. That is a hit. Roll Dankus. 5?
Yep.
All right. The giant is looking pretty beat up, pretty hurt. Starting to slow down a lot. Tamar, take your second attack.
I'm going to do a called shot, so it'll drop me back to slow.
Okay. Bart?
Blackout, bite on the shadow.
All right. Roll an attack, which
Bite, 14.
and what armor class is that at?
I got a Psycho 13, so
That's a hit. Roll damage.
bite is got this. 2d6. This is like, whatever. Nope. 10.
All right. And what else? 2 claws.
Yeah, claw.
All right, roll an attack.
14 again.
That's a hit. Roll Dinkus.
2 claws. I can't find that fucking damn anywhere.
That's a D6.
D6. 3,
All right. Roll your last claw, please.
16,
That's a hit. Roll Dinkus.
6.
Ooh. Okay. As the shadowy dragon rips at the back of this shadowy humanoid fighting Shadrach, or was it fighting Shadrach or the one on Bart?
Robbie.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was on Bart.
Okay. You see like wisps of shadow being torn off and the creature reacting as if it's hurting it. And a lot of its power and form has been ripped away. It is almost completely gone, but it is still there. Okay, who would like to go next? Shadrach, you want to windlash on the shrub?
I'll windlash the shrub. What I do, as I windlash the shrub with my right hand, my left hand goes in front of me and like puts my hand right in the face of this shadow creature.
Okay,
That's before me.
hold on.
And I say, "Be gone!"
Okay, hold on. No. Go ahead, just roll an attack. It's fine.
Armor class 3.
On the shadow creature, that is a hit.
No.
No.
Oh, on the shrub, yeah.
Shrubbery.
Yeah, oh yeah, that hits totally. Roll damage.
18 points and a saving throw.
Okay. 18 on the shrub. No. How do you want to do this?
It explodes in a bunch of leaves.
Right next to Tamar. You're like, whoa. Bloop. The shrubbery is left with a Groot-sized twig, and it looks up and goes, sinks into the ground, destroyed. Okay. And
It says, I am Groot. Is that its final words?
No,
I
it's-
am Groot.
says, I gotta poop.
No, it is.
I am Poop.
Okay. And Bart.
About an arrow right there.
Now you still have a shadow creature threatening you. If you shoot, if you use a missile weapon at all, it'll get a free attack on you.
Oh. I don't have anything drawn, so, okay, cast. Fuck, where's that?
If you cast, doesn't that get a free attack?
Huh?
Shut up.
You said if you want anyway, Michael.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, you can't switch up. You were already doing something, and you have to
I
start.
have my bow.
Yeah.
Just back with my bow.
Oh, I see. Okay, roll an attack.
3, I don't have shit.
Oh no! Even for the great and powerful Bart, a 3 will miss, unfortunately. Okay. Then that is
Dang it, Bart.
okay. Tamar, it is your turn because even though you drop back a phase, you still have initiative on this creature.
Correct.
Alright. I am going to try to come across its hand, chop its hand off.
Wow.
Roll an attack.
18. Damn, I'm doing good today. So that is
Different dice for them.
-4, puts it at 14, which does an AC of 0.
All right, that's a hit. Roll another attack.
17, so that would be a -3.
All right.
See what happens. What happens? What happens here?
Yeah, you didn't want to kill him before.
Okay.
Chad remembers everything you've done instead.
Oh, okay. First thing I need you to do is roll your damage.
5.
Okay. And then I need you to roll I need you to roll percentile.
64.
Okay. So you do not chop the giant's hand off, but you do slice into something as blood sprays out. Yeah. And you struck it for 15 points of damage.
Ouch.
It also is bleeding profusely from its ankle still, so it looks like it's fading fast. And it's like its wrist that was damaged before is like it's hanging limp now. It doesn't even look like he can use his left hand. And Michael, have you gone yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
New round?
No, it gets to go,
The
unfortunately.
giant gets to go, yes.
Be quiet, D-Mark. Damn it.
That'll be moving out of our
You're
area.
trying to kill us, you bugger.
I don't think it's going to be moving. It
All
might
right.
fall over at this point.
Okay.
Surrender!
I don't think that's going to happen. Would we surrender?
We'll let the dice decide what it does.
Your queen has forsaken you and wished you dead.
Tamark. Make a charisma check, please.
Yeah, this is only going to enrage it. 17.
Total?
Which, yeah, total, yeah.
Okay.
I don't have a very good charisma.
An 8. Okay. It's moving from side to side, looking at the dwarf and the bounty hunter, bleeding profusely. Thinking that it will not be shown mercy because of the failed charisma check, it will turn and flee. If Tamark or Pykel wish to attack it in the back, you can take an attack of opportunity on it.
Yeah, I'm not going to let it come back on us later.
All right?
AC at 3.
That's a hit.
Seven points.
All right. Anybody else?
AC at 1.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
3 damage.
Plus the unknown bonus.
Yeah.
Will not be enough to kill it, but its movement is severely slowed as its ankle is fucked up and it's only able to move 3 squares. And that's
You okay there, Brad?
and that is the end of the round. And that is, we'll go to round 4. So we still have Bart and Shadrach involved with creatures threatening it. And we have the other 2 up front with a giant limping away, clearly on its last legs, trying to get away. So we'll go with actions, and so we start with Bart. Bart's driving, so we'll just assume that that's done. Shadrach?
Shape.
Okay. Pykel?
Casting.
Tamar?
Tag.
All right. Roll initiative, Pykel. Beat a 2.
Damn.
8.
All right. On fast. On the loser's side. Oh, I'm sorry. The shadow creatures. Okay. So we go to the one on Bart. Hits an armor class of 3. Bart's frozen. Okay. I think I wrote down. Okay.
Bart's got a pretty good armor
Yeah,
class.
that's a miss. And on Shadrach, armor class of 8. That's probably a miss.
No! You missed.
Bart has an armor class of 2. That's what I thought. Okay, very good. Okay, so then we go to... When's your spell go off, Pykel?
1 second.
Okay, well, while you're looking that up, Tamar, go.
I go on fast.
On 6.
I shift fast.
Oh, yeah. Okay, what do you shapeshift into?
All of a sudden, this shadow creature has a hawk in his face. Ah!
Okay.
And AC of 4 for my first attack.
So you're moving up to strike the creature in the back, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, as you move up to strike the creature in the back, the trigger happens. I need you to roll a d10 for me.
7.
7. Do you have any reaction adjustment on your dexterity?
+1.
Okay. So, as you go to attack the giant, basically a large hole opens up in the ground, and you manage to avoid it. And you'll have to go around it if you want to attack the giant.
How big is the hole?
It's like 30 by 30.
Wow.
Can you draw that with a marker so I can see it?
Wow. So that's like not a portal, it's really a hole in the ground?
Hey, Cobb,
Yeah.
in Is that like a portal or a hole?
It looks
Or
like
we can't tell.
it looks like a hole. Somewhat similar to the hole that was in the ground when the temple at Notnef fell into the ground.
Like
Oh.
a wormhole.
Yeah.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna just let him go then.
Okay. Let's see. Who else is on fast? Okay, so the dragon attacks. And unless I roll 3, 5 or less, the shadow creature is destroyed. A 16, a 5, and okay. So that's not an issue. Bloop. That shadow creature is gone. And Shadrach is flying around there with that shadow creature. And we go to Pykel.
Alright. Michael lifts his holy symbol in the air and says, Warren, shine a light upon this dark creature and cast Sunstruck.
Alright. It has to save versus spell. And it rolls a 19. That is a success. Question is it half damage or no damage?
This is negate, so no damage.
Alright.
Ooh.
Damn saving throws.
And then we go to the giant who is able to move 3 more. And
Hey Bart, can you shoot that with your arrow and kill it?
so Bart's on mute, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not telling anyone what to do. I just want to ask what is the difference between a fleeing opponent and one that you wanted to save when it was tied up? What is going through the outlaw's mind that justifies the slaying?
Well, I tried to give it mercy before, and it turned on us and decided to attack and try to kill us anyway. So at this point, in my mind, it's like, it's not going to show us any mercy. So,
Other than fleeing?
it's not showing mercy and fleeing to us, it's running away so it can try to kill us next time the queen brings it back.
All right. Just want to make
But-
sure. I just want to make sure when that comes back around on you guys that we're all good with it.
On us guys?
Yeah, that's all. I just want to make sure that we all understand what we're talking about.
I mean, Chad sees what he sees.
Yeah.
Alright, so how are we
Anyway.
going to get this egg out of here? They know where it's at.
Bart, I can't hear you.
I'm still fighting a shadow person.
That's correct.
Oh, I thought it was gone.
Nope.
Nope.
It's right there. All right. So
Wait, all I see is the dragon.
there's a flying. There's some kind of flying creature here in front of this. I don't have the miniature.
Okay. I thought that was Shad. So, my bad.
It is Chad in front of a shadow creature.
Okay, but I only see one piece there, and I thought that was your piece, and the shadow had been destroyed.
Nope.
My mistake.
All right.
I will try to attack the shadow then.
All right. Well,
We're not gonna
at the end of the round, does anyone want to move other than Tamar? He's already tried to move and was stopped.
I'll move across the giant, whatever that is, 4 squares.
All right. Okay. Bart, you want to take a shot at the giant? Just because I'm warning you guys about karma doesn't mean you can't do whatever action you want. All right, all I see is Brad's ear, so that's fine. Okay. So...
He's listening.
All right.
Can you hear us, Brad?
All right, so next round. Actions. Michael.
Casting.
Tamar.
Attacking.
Shadrach.
I'm attacking.
And Bart, since he's in the car, he'll just watch. And roll initiative, Shadrach. Beat a 1.
Poor Bart. What? I rolled a 4.
All right. The hole goes away.
I go on fast. I got natural weapons.
Okay. Shadow attempting to strike Shadbird.
Boo.
Did that beat?
A natural 1 again. Amazing.
Opportunity.
Amazing. I haven't rolled this many ones in a long time.
I'll take it.
Okay,
If I rolled just once, it's for one of us.
the shadow creature seems to get some kind of twitch in its side, almost like something is dragging the shadow to a point in time and space that it's unfamiliar. It's looking oddball and weird. Okay. What's your casting time on your spell, Michael?
1.
You go.
I'm going to cast Compelling and tell it to lay down.
Killing the giant?
Yep.
Okay.
Wonder if it's going to bleed to death at this point.
Okay. On a natural 8, it's not its turn yet, but you think your spell has landed. All right. Tamark, what are you attacking?
I'm going for the shadow. So,
On Bart or Shad?
I thought there's only one left.
Bart's is gone. There's one on Shadrach.
Okay.
So Tamark, what's your movement?
It is
30?
13. So, do I have to charge to make it?
Yes,
I will charge to make it.
but
then.
you do have a straight line, believe it or not. So you can move 10 squares this phase, and then on the next phase, you'll get there.
Okay.
All right. Bart? Oh, nope, that's right. You're... You can command Blackout to go over and attack the shadow, but Shadrach, you're up first. You're going to attack it.
How many attacks does a hawk or an eagle get?
I'm going to guess 3, but I will get you a better answer.
I was going to say probably claw, bite, or claw, bite.
I would agree. Oh, here we go. What is it?
I was a hawk.
Okay. 3 attacks. A D2, a D2, and 1 point for a bite.
All right, I'm going to do claw, bite.
All right. Roll an attack.
Armor class 4.
That's a hit. Roll Dinkus.
D2. 2 points.
Okay, other claw.
Armor class 4.
That's a hit. Roll Dinkus.
2 points.
And a peck.
Armor class 5.
That is a miss.
So, claw, I'm just in the face of this thing. Ah!
Wisps of shadow stick to your talons as you rake at the creature, and the creature seems to react negatively to your attacks. Awesome. Okay. And then the dragon will move over, and it will once again do
I like them animals with 3 attacks. I've been doing some research.
a hit, and a hit. So that would be
Go Bart!
Blackout. Rips into it for, damn, 22 points of damage. How do you want to do this, Blackout? And the shadow creatures ripped to shreds of darkness, and they dissipate, and the dragon looks around and goes, yeah, I rule. Okay. And just then, Tamar gets there and is like, oh, fuck. And
I
then
land on his shoulder.
on the giant's turn, it just lays down on the ground.
And bleeds to death.
Yes, it actually does. Because at the end of the round, it loses lots of blood from the damage that is a continuing thing when you hit with crippling wounds that triple the damage, and then you bleed for 3 points as well. So, yep, it lays down.
You land on your shoulder, Tamar?
It lays down, and it quietly just kind of looks around at everybody and closes its eyes and goes, ugh, and expires.
Does it change shape back to what it was before?
No, this is its original shape. The other thing was a polymorph.
Okay.
So it's a giant right now?
Yes, but it's quickly deflating.
I'm going to go over and search its body really quick.
Do you let me land on your shoulder, Tamar?
I said yes.
So
Okay.
the combat is over. There doesn't appear to be anything else other than you hear a wicked off in the distance, I'll see you later. And then
Listen,
you hear,
I'm going to go search it.
okay, so that's a
Giant
tape.
body.
I'll give her the bird finger.
Well, let's start with Michael. You're closest to the giant's still corpse. Do you want to do anything at this moment?
I will hack off a big lock of its hair.
Okay, not an issue. Tamark, you walk over and start to search. And Shadbird, was there anything you'd like to do?
I'm going to peck one of his eyes out.
Okay. And Bart, anything in particular you would like to do? Yes.
I'm gonna take blood and skin.
Okay.
And
So let's start with the easy ones. So the bird flies over and pecks at the eyeball, and it's surprisingly tough and rubbery, but eventually you take whatever you would like to do with the eyeball.
Once I peck the eyeball out, I will return to human shape.
And with the eyeball, or just kind of letting it fall away as you change
No,
it?
I put the eyeball in my pouch.
Okay. It's kind of the worse for wear after a bird pecking an eyeball out of an eye socket, so it's messy.
I understand.
Okay. And then Pikel, you go over and you do what you say. You cut off a lock of hair. And though this figure appears to be bald, this giant does have hair, and you take exactly however much you would like.
Got some ball hair.
Well, I'm going to assume he went for the the head hair, but obviously he can do whatever he would like.
Put the nut hair there, man.
Okay, Bart goes over and you extract some blood and
Blood.
what else?
Like, just a couple vials of blood and some hard skin.
Damn.
Okay. What about hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Gaspar approves this message.
So you take possible future spell components. Very good.
Yes.
Very good. And then last but not least, Tamark does a search. Tamark, roll a d6.
2.
Okay, on this giant, it is wearing like kind of loose-fitting leather shorts, if you will, sewn together not by a seamstress but by something else with less skill. The animal flesh probably is a cow or something. It's been tanned in a very crude manner, not professionally done like someone in a town or a craftsman would do. It's not wearing any jewelry. It has some odd, you notice it has some odd tattooing on its back left shoulder. Looks to be like a dark rose that's tattooed on its back left shoulder, on its scapula. And the tattoo is seemingly stands out because of its quality. It's a very detailed and fine-looking piece of art on this beast. But other than that, it's not carrying any coins or weapons or anything.
Yeah, that's a piece of skin extract. Tattoo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not what they wanted. I was gonna cut it off and take it with us.
So,
So Bart, did you take that then, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I take it out of the biggest part of what I did, so on his back would be the most logical.
and you guys have defeated the...
Huh?
I'm just going to say, and you guys have defeated and pillaged the giant and pushed back the forces of the Dark Queen, and congratulations. Well done.
So, I'm gonna go over, is there any, like, where the shadows were, is there any, like, dark dust or something left from them where they were destroyed?
No.
Make me a perception check, please. And then we'll go to you in a second here, Shadrach.
25 plus 18 is what?
Okay, with that roll, you feel like you're confident that if there would have been something left, you would have found it. You don't find any traces of, like, footprints, or none of your tracking skills seem to have turned up anything with...
I was just looking for, like, debris or something.
Sure, yes. And with that roll, you feel confident that you did a thorough investigation. And now we go to Shadrach. Oh, you're muted.
If he has a tongue left, I'm going to cut it out.
That's disgusting.
What?
Says the guy that wanted to kill him when he was tied up in ropes.
All right. You are you trying to do this in some type of preservation type fashion, or are you just wanting a hunk of flesh?
No, I'm trying to cut out his tongue and preserve it. The eye, I know, was kind of difficult, but I have a plan. I have some spells I want to cast.
All right.
I'm going to use these elements for that purpose.
Okay, so we're gonna do this with. If you can make me a simple healing check, then you perform. You get whatever sort of tongue thing that you would like.
I rolled a grand total of 27.
All right. So how many pounds worth of giant tongue would you like to add to your inventory?
As much as I can cut out. I want the tongue to be intact, if possible.
10 pounds.
Wow, that's a big tongue. That's a big tongue, man.
Hey, I can't help but think that we need to get that egg and get it someplace safe.
I think the egg is where it's supposed to be.
Dude, they're
What?
just going to keep coming for it. They know where it's at. They're just going to keep coming for it with bigger and bigger armies.
And what is your suggestion to solve that?
We need to take it someplace where they don't know where to search it for it.
If
So-
we take this egg someplace else, then we put this burden on wherever we take it. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, I think it's safer that way. If we take it to, say, like, Tila, then the armies of Tila will help defend it, whether they realize they're doing it or not. That is just smart tactics.
I mean, it doesn't involve Tila having an army.
I was just using that as a random city. We take it to a city that has a standing army, and they will help protect it whether they realize it or not.
Then you're putting this burden on innocent people who know nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, they're going to benefit from us keeping it safe. If it's not kept safe, then they're going to fall anyway to the dark forces that are going to use it to march across the land and desecrate and destroy every town, city, and kingdom in the process of their world domination takeover. So they're going to lose no matter what.
World domination?
What else do they want a galactic egg for, according to you guys?
For galactic domination, not global.
Well, they're going to start small and work their way up.
I think he wants to leave this fucking planet and die.
I personally think that if we bring this to another place full of people, we will endanger a lot of innocent people.
So if the egg doesn't want to stay here, then where does it want to go? That's where we should take it then.
That's what we need to find out then. Let's ask the egg.
That is why I cut the tongue out of this giant, you buffoon. You know not of what you speak. You speak of gold. You speak of bounty. You don't speak of the people that you would endanger.
Dude, they're already in danger. Like I said, they're already in danger.
Why do you think this egg is out here, in the middle of nowhere?
It was a good hiding space until it was found. Now it's found. No longer good hiding space.
We need to contact
So you want to endanger more people by taking it to a population center where
they're already
nobody
in
will
danger.
know what is even happening?
They're already in danger. As soon as that thing falls in the wrong hands, they're in danger.
They've been in danger all along.
Yeah, immediate peril, okay?
So you want to bring them immediate peril.
As soon as that egg falls into somebody dark's hands,
Let's say that you found a person that could spread a horrible plague and yet could save the world.
Sorry.
Would you bring that person into a population where he could spread that disease
that's not the
yet
same
save the
scenario.
world?
That's
You
not the
don't know
scenario.
what you speak of. This is my culture. This is my ethic.
And we're all entitled to our own opinions. It was a suggestion for protection. So, I mean, you
Who's
don't have to agree
protected?
with
Whose protection?
all. Everybody needs to play a hand in defending it.
Then something this dangerous must be taken away. Not taken into the heart of civilization,
I'm not saying we should leave it there. I'm just saying that would help protect it till we figure out what to do with it.
If we take this egg into the heart of civilization...
Okay, I get it. You don't agree with it. It was a suggestion. It was a
let me finish. There are people that will sell this egg away for a handful of gold, like you.
I don't want to sell this for a handful of gold. You're crazy, old man.
Old man?
That's a
Chad is casting. Initiative.
You said you need to go to fucking civilized place.
Chad's casting.
obviously get teleported, so
Can't teleport it. You can't leave this plane of existence.
they did it.
It didn't.
All right, so all of you realize that Shadrach is starting to cast a spell. So, does anyone have any actions they would like to declare?
Yeah, I'm going to try to disrupt it then. If he's looking at me like he's intent on doing me harm, then I'm going to put a stop to it.
Well, let me ask Shadrach, are you looking at anyone in a threatening manner?
My eyes turn red.
Yeah, there it is.
Are you looking at anyone in a threatening manner?
I'm looking at Tamar in a threatening manner.
Okay. All right, so Tamar said his action was... So technically, Tamar, your action is to attack. So you have the choice of like attacking without doing damage, or grappling, or all kinds of things. That way you don't necessarily kill the guy, but you're just kind of.
I'm not trying to kill him. I'm trying to just disrupt the magic.
Right.
So.
I just want you to all of you to understand that you can do that, and I'm going to explain to you what that is. That is what is known as subdual, and if I can find it here. I will explain it to you. Where is it? The attacker in an unarmed combat can opt not to inflict damage. This is called pulling the punch. Though it applies to all forms of unarmed combat, the attack may still generate special effects such as knockouts, knockdowns, holds, locks, and pins, but it inflicts no damage. So, you're brawling, and then...
Well, I was going to use the flat of my swords to cause subdual damage.
Sure, you can use a weapon for subdual. Let me see, that is a -4 to hit, using it incorrectly. To make a subdual attack,
Casting time on my spell.
a character makes an attack roll versus the opponent's normal armor class. There's a -4 attack penalty and the weapon's damage is reduced by half. So, you can't pull all the damage from a weapon subdual, unfortunately.
My casting time is 1. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you're threatening an opponent.
Okay, so...
who's armed and you're
anyway.
unarmed.
I'm casting a
So
spell.
don't I get an attack of opportunity?
I'll get to all that. Okay, Pykel or Bart, any actions from you?
I'm pretty far away, so
Cool. I told Michael to do the same.
what do you say?
I don't know, Bart, what'd you say?
People, don't get.
No, you're breaking up, bro. Sorry.
Someone's gonna have to be.
All right.
Just don't get involved, Michael. Let them
My
fucking
casting time is 1.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, I would like Tamark and Shad to both roll a d10 for me, please.
7.
Let's see how it turns
Hang
out.
on. I rolled a 4.
All right. 4 goes. And Dan had a question about casting a spell and provoking attacks of opportunity. In second edition, casting a spell does not provoke an attack of opportunity. So Shadrach, what is the spell you are casting?
Shadrach reaches into his bag, pulls out, since he shoved some nasty stuff in there recently, this bloody clot of like hair and a couple of claws, and he puts it up and wipes it on his face. And as his hand comes away, both of his hands, the fingers, turn into nasty lion's claws, and his eyes are red with a tiny green pupil. And he's like, step away from the egg. Step away. I cast lion's claws.
And so, what does everyone see? Jason, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
And what does everyone see?
Claws, big nasty black claws, just rip out of my fingertips. And I say, step away from the egg. Step away.
Okay. That sounds good. All right, you cast your spell, you do that thing, you described it, and that's what happened on your turn. And...
I don't attack.
No, I know. And, Tamark, it is now your turn.
I hold my ground and I say, with my sword trade, you need to calm the fuck down. We're all here to protect the egg, and you need to stop jumping to crazy conclusions from whatever screwed up scenario you keep running through your head. I am not about money and possessions, but somehow you have made this crazy jump in your head to seem to think that's what I'm about, even though I don't have money or possessions really.
So if Pikel or Bart wish to do anything, you'll have to get my attention. Otherwise, these two can have their Mexican... Yeah, these two can have their Mexican standoff. Okay. So unless someone wishes to move or Tamar, you pretty much used your turn in parlaying because you just spoke a lot. So that is the end of the round. We go to the next round. Does anyone want to declare an action? Going once?
Parlay.
Going twice? Okay. So you're out of combat. So just go ahead and run with the scene. And as I said, raise your hands if you wish to get my attention. Try not to talk over each other if you can help it. Go ahead.
I got it flipped around somehow. Anyway, Shadrach said to Tamar,
Hold on. Look at his screen.
Yeah, the sucks.
Jason, has anyone told you you're a fucktard?
frequently. Thank you.
Okay. Just checking.
I don't know how I flipped it around though. I don't see how I did that.
That's all right. I'm laughing with you, not at you. Go ahead. Just take...
I understand because I'm laughing too. It's like, what the frick did I just do? Let me uncall and I'll call right back. Hang on.
Busy.
Hey, the camera thing on your mute buttons, it flips around. I know.
There we go.
You think there's a camera right next to you on you?
I got nice legs, so you can all go, you know.
Okay, so go ahead, Tamark.
Okay.
Go ahead, Tamark and Shadrach. Please continue your tense standoff.
Shadrach takes a step forward and says, "You've only ever had disrespect for me. You can't even say my name right."
Oh,
I mean, I've
and
been
hey,
saying
hold on,
Shadrach
hey.
for quite a while.
Hold on.
You called
I
me.
can already see this coming. You guys are going to talk over each other. So when you're finished, I want you to fucking put your hand up showing you're done. I don't want you guys talking over each other. So, Shadrach, you're first.
You call me Shag. That's not my name. You think I'm a joke. You make fun of me. You say always that it's a joke. You're making a joke. I'm not laughing. And you talk about Vanessa like she's a joke. Don't you ever speak of Vanessa again, unless it's with respect. Or I'll tear you to pieces and I'll eat your fucking heart. Do you hear me? Respect me now.
I gotta get Corey. I gotta go get Corey.
Alright, as far as respect you, yes I do. And I was just joking around because you seem so stressed and uptight and always on the edge of breaking down and just going off on tangents. It was only to lighten the mood. And as far as Vanessa, I've only said her name once in jest. I barely know her. And I've only talked to her a few times. I mean, you are so wound up. You take everything the wrong way, and you just want to assume that everything's out to get you. Yes, you have had a hard life. I understand that. I've had bad shit happen to me too, but I do not go off on everybody who's around on some crazy tangent. Yes, I don't understand a lot of what's going on and trying to figure this shit out. But you seem to sit there and want to act like I should somehow have some kind of freaking full clue on everything. And it's like, oh, you know, you can't say nothing. You can't put any words in on it. I mean, what else is people supposed to do? You're not the leader. I don't know who's the leader, but, you know, you talk smack to me all the time and talk down to me and get ignorant with me, and I just let it go. I take it for what it is. You are angry and are just trying to blow steam. But if this is how you want to settle it, then let's settle it. Because I'm tired of this shit, and I'm tired of you being just an asshole every time you get mad at something for some imaginary slight that's going on.
I think it's time for a good old fist fight. Drop your magic sword.
Let Jack figure this out.
Call it a jest. I don't understand your jokes. They're insulting to me. Do you understand that? I want to rip your face off, and at the same time I know that you're here to help us. But when you brought Vanessa's name into it, you don't know Vanessa like I do. And you spoke of her jestingly, like it was... Do you find her humorous? Is there something about her that makes you laugh? Go away! I can't do this. I want to harm you, and I know I should not. I'm sorry. I don't understand you, and I'm sorry.
Come on, Chad, let's go out to the woods for a bit.
I'll go with Bart. And my claws vanish.
We'll be back in a few.
I'm sorry.
Keep an eye on the egg. We'll be back.
Hey, Jason, that was good. Take a 37. Tamark, you get half a 37. No, I'm kidding. You get one too. That was good. You guys did a good job there.
Rainbreeze don't want to do this fight.
Now we're gonna stop. That's a good place to stop with the war of words in a pause. But I just want to say that I really wanted the giant to destroy all of you, and the dice said we're not having it. So
Dude, I can't believe I got him on the fucking
on the first round, man.
Yeah. Oh my god. And he rolls a 1 for a save. Oh my god.
it's the only reason I play the game, to be surprised. I don't.
Dan, I just want to say I love role playing, and I planned that for a long time.
Oh, dude, I knew it was building up at some point. I mean, I figured it was going to happen at some point before.
My real plan was to take you off in the woods and just rip the shit out of you.
I don't think it was going to be as easy as you think.
No, I knew that's why I had all my spells planned. Like I said, my spell was spellcast 1.
All right. So be that as it may, yes, we're cutting it off a little early, but I got something else that I need to do. So
No, this was an intense session. So
was it?
yeah.
Not really.
Maybe if I roll better than a 1 and a 3, maybe it's intense. But fuck, you guys couldn't miss and I couldn't hit. So sometimes you'll.
Well, Bart and Shad went off into the woods to talk, so that's next time.
All right.
I like +3 or +2 because I could have swore originally the arm class for those things were 1.
But yeah, I still don't know what my magic item does. So.
All right. So any last questions or rules clarifications or anything before we
No,
wrap
thank you,
this
Dan,
up?
for playing it up.
All right. Very good. So unless
All right,
unless something changes, I will see all you guys in a week.
Okay.
All right.
Excellent.
Good
I
night.
love y'all.
All right. Bye-bye.
And that's it, Internet. Thank you all, none of you, for watching. I'm not selling anything. I'm not buying anything. I don't have a Patreon. Nothing. We'll see you in a week. Good night.